Hey everybody, it's Mr. Nandi here, and I hope that you're healthy and happy and safe with your loved ones in Coronado or San Diego or wherever you may be right now. And we are here to launch day one, week one of our new reality that we're living in. This is completely new for every single one of us. I mean, this is seriously a historical moment. None of us have experienced something like this before, so there's definitely going to be a very, very large learning curve to all this. So it's really important to be patient and support each other through all this. So what you can expect from for now is that every Monday you will get a video update exactly like this one. And in this video update, in those, you will get kind of the rundown of the content that we'll be covering, the assignments for that week, and due dates, things like that, and opportunities to ask questions or just kind of discuss what is going on with all those assignments. So let's kind of just get right into it. And so with our first week of work, you may have heard through the grapevine that we have a kind of a project related to COVID-19 that's outbreaking right now. And also you're going to have these weekly check-ins. So this really is what kind of I want to focus on right now at first. I do want you to expect to do this every single week. And so these are just kind of a check-in to help me uh, have you acknowledge that you're engaging and you're communicating with me and that you're participating. And so it's also a opportunity for us to kind of check in and see how you guys are doing. So please do this before you do anything else, before you do any of the week's work. That would be awesome. You don't have to answer all the questions. If you're not comfortable saying something, then don't say it. That's totally fine. So just general reflective questions. No one else can see these. These are private. It's kind of like a little journal. So just letting you know of that. And so once you're done with that, then you can start the wiki project. So we're going to be doing a wanted poster. So this will be submitted in a wiki project, which will be in a different video that I'll post up here. But the bacteria and virus wanted poster is what we're focusing on this week. You can see it's under Unit 8 assignments, and that, excuse me, that it is kind of the fourth one down from these assignments, but we want to get started on that first because it's the bigger project. So if we go ahead and click on that link, then you'll see the document here. Once you open up that document, here are all the details. Let's go ahead and run through these now. So to begin this project, you're going to have three choices of a pathogen to pick from. Okay, groups are by the first letter of your last name. So think of your last name, okay, the first letter of it, you're going to see those listed right here. All right, you're going to choose one pathogen from those three choices in the group. Now, keep in mind, this is not a group project. These are just called groups, like groups of pathogens. This is not a group project. Everyone's expected to do their own. It is worth 100 points. Okay, it's worth 100 points. So click. There are some previous examples here. I'll come back up to those at the end here once I go through all these. But look for your last name, right? So you're going to be doing two different posters. All right, notice in here in red it says everyone, right? Everyone must research and do a wanted poster for SARS-CoV-2, which is the coronavirus outbreak that we're currently experiencing. The disease that causes is COVID-19. Okay, so the pathogen, what causes the disease is kind of the symptoms that you get, right? So everyone's required to do SARS-CoV-2, and then look at your groups. And let's say my last name starts with a D, so Davin. And out of these three Clostridium pathogens, I will be able to pick one of those, right? I can see kind of, oh, I think gas gangrene sounds kind of cool because it's an interesting name, right? So I'm going to do this Clostridium here. And so once you've decided on your pathogen, you can see there's a lot of different options here, a lot of different groups. You're going to move on to part two. So after you've made your choice, you are to use the internet to perform research on your particular bacteria and virus and COVID-19, okay? So the coronavirus. In your research, you must find the following. You must find a photo, so an electron micrograph or microscopic picture diagram. You have to have a description, all right? If you have a bacterium, make sure you include the gram stain. Is it positive or is it negative? You're going to look at the organism's MO. So remember, this is a wanted poster. So how does this bacteria, in other words, how does this bacteria or virus spread? How does it attack its victims, right? So you look at the coronavirus currently spreading, right? That has it's spread through droplets, it's spread through coughing, through people touching surfaces that are infected and touching their face, right? So how does that bacteria or virus spread? Well, who are the most common victims to prey upon? So who is most likely to be infected, right? We originally thought that elderly people were more infected than younger people with COVID. We're seeing now that's not necessarily true, but who is more likely to be infected by this pathogen? And where is it most likely to be found? Water, soil, food? Is it in a specific organism? So where can those be found? What are the most common symptoms? Is it considered armed and dangerous? In other words, how much damage does it cause? Is it like, meh, it's just kind of a fever and then it goes away? Or is it much, much closer to, say, like death, right? So 1 is less severe, 5 is being the most severe. Number of victims, how many people are infected each year? Most effective weapons against the germ. So what are some of the drugs or treatments that people give, doctors give, to help slow or minimize the effects? And then once you've conducted your research, you're going to compile it all into a wanted poster. I'll show you an example here. On a piece of blank paper, you can also type it. So there's 2 different opportunities here. You can design yours on paper. You can print things out and cut things out, paste them on your paper, or you can type it up, and that's totally fine too. So you have to cite your resources. Please make sure you do that. And all work has to be paraphrased into your own words. Here's the following rubric. So make sure you read through this entire thing. Notice all the categories are worth 5 points each. And then the COVID wanted poster is 50 points total, okay, based on those same categories as above. That comes out to a total of 100 points. So let me show you an example here. So these are some from previous years. If we click here and open it up, this is what kind of what we can expect from you if you decide to do a physical copy of it, right? If you type it, obviously it's going to look a lot different. But if we zoom in, you know, you can see it says wanted, has a picture of the pathogen. I'm not sure which one this is, but you know, what disease does it cause, description, all those categories that we talked about, number of victims, et cetera, okay? So make sure you look through these. These are just kind of different examples, different styles, in case you need some inspiration there. And that is what we want you to focus on for this week. We'll have more assignments and activities as we develop, and you get more video updates every Monday. So just keep all this in mind. Email me, send me a message on PowerSchool if you have any questions, and we'll find, you know, some good ways to communicate those as well. So good luck to everybody. We're all here in this together, so this is a new thing for all of us. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon.